Hey guys, and welcome to Shalina Speaks. I'm your host, Shalina, and today we're going to be diving into something that's pretty controversial and going around now more than ever, and that's the talk of Project 2025. Will America, in fact, still be free? Or will Project 2025 be the new slavery? But before we go into this deep topic, I want to ask, how's your mind, how's your body, and how's your spirit? Here at Shalina Speaks, we care about your mental health, and we're always going to do a mental health check in just to see how things are going with you. I hope everything is great. And if it isn't, in every video, we have resources, mostly free resources. Some are paid, and they could help you out or your loved one out who may be struggling with any type of mental health issues or anything like that. So now that we've gotten that in, let's go ahead and venture into Project 2025. As we venture into the future, a lot of people are asking, what is American freedom looking like more and more? Could we be living in a new era of where there's this newfound control, where it feels like it's some type of slavery, for lack of a better term? I don't know. You tell me. Drop it in the comments. So the changing face of freedom in America, I think, is very important to pay attention to. I don't know if you guys have been really paying attention what's been going on in the news, um, and the different laws that have been changed, the different bills that has been changed. Freedom has always been at the core of America's identity. But in recent years, some say freedom has taken a new face. And I would agree. I think that it's being marked more and more by control and subtle manipulation of the people. It's no longer about being free and living the American dream. It's more about control and power and manipulation. It almost seems as though, and this is just my personal opinion, it almost seems as though our leaders aren't leaders. I mean, they're leaders for themselves. They're not for the people. From what I feel. Okay, this just is how I'm feeling. And then you guys let me know if this is how you're feeling. Is it for the people or is it for the people? You know, but can you really imagine a future where your choice, like where choices were no longer your own? Where everything was run by algorithms and corporations and things of that nature. Well, I don't know if you paid attention to this year, but in 2025, it may be a little different. It may really be a little different, especially with the elections and how they went. And I don't mean like, oh, the presidential election. No, the U.S. Look at the results for the U.S. Senate and look at the results for the U.S. House, and you tell me if Project 2025 could really be an agenda or not, right? You tell me. You tell me. I'm just saying. Because today's slavery is not just about, it's not chains and stuff like that. It's digital. With every click and every search, we are leaving a trace. We're leaving a digital footprint that is collected, stored, and sold. Our personal data becomes a valuable commodity for corporations and, yes, even our governments. We're offered free services like social media and search engines, but they come at a cost to our privacy. They come at a cost to our privacy. You see, in 2025, our data fuels a machine that influences our behavior, our thoughts, and maybe even our sense of self. Are we truly free when our most personal moments are tracked and analyzed? I mean, just really think about it. Are we truly living in a free world? Will we truly be living in a free world if the Project 2025 agenda is truly pushed? Let's just think about it. But digital control is the only piece of the puzzle. So let's just talk about the economy. In 2025, debt is on the rise. People are working longer hours just to get by. Many are trapped in life cycles of financial dependency. And to be honest, for millions of Americans, and if you guys read the news, you read this for yourself, many of the Americans feel like the American dream is just a distant hope. It's no longer a thing now. with the cost of living on the rise and stagnant wages becoming a thing, is the modern day economic dependency just another form of bondage at this point? I don't know. You tell me. Drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments. And I also think if you really look at everything on Project 2025, just I'm gonna go ahead and drop a link below that'll link you right to um, a blog post that has like a list of everything and the project. Well, actually, I'll just give you the direct link to the Project 2025 because there's an actual website about it, so you guys can go and check out everything I'm talking about right now. Another big thing in Project 2025, and that's happening now, is surveillance. Surveillance is a huge role, from our smartphones to security cameras. We're constantly under watched. We're in a highly connected world now more than ever, and so surveillance does keep us safe, but it can also be a little invasive, I believe. Can you imagine a life where your every move is tracked and recorded and potentially like shared with everyone or even used against you, or just to have someone to have access to every facet of your life? I think it's crazy. But that's, again, that's what we're looking at when we think about Project 2025 and all of what it has to offer. um, do you think that we'll be able to reclaim our freedom? And if so, what does freedom look like in 2025? Is it possible to break free from these chains that's happening right now? Or do you think that this is it and we're just going to have to say it? We're just going to have to stick with it. Drop it in the comments below. Drop it in the comments below. I know it's a lot. And I know we've seen a lot of people come together and move against this whole 2025 or Project 2025 movement, but it looks like it will be going into play when you look at who won the presidential election, who won the House, who won the Senate. You know, it can either be a good thing, because some people could say law and order, that's a good thing, and that is a good thing. Law and order is definitely a good thing. And then some people could say it's a little bit too much order, you know. I don't think Project 2025 is just a prediction. I believe that it's a stern warning, and it's a reminder that our freedoms must be defended. And if we don't question these new forms of control, we may unknowingly surrender to freedoms to our predecessors fought that our predecessors fought so hard for. They fought really hard to preserve them. So as we head into 2025, let's not let Project 25 rule our lives, and let's ask ourselves, are we really free? Let's look at it for what it is. And what does it take for us to be free? What does it take for us as a nation to just go ahead and have that American dream, that American dream, what we dreamt about, the all American dream, being able to own your own home, being able to work a job and get paid decent wages, being able to have a peace of mind, being able to have time to care about your mind, body, and your spirit. So you have to ask yourself those things, and then decide if you want to go ahead and stand for those freedoms or not. Um, Me personally, I can't say all of this is true for Project 2025. It's a lot going around, and yes, they have a whole website, but I would really hope that this is not a thing, and it's just something that somebody put out there, and it's not real. But go ahead and check it out. You can go to project2025.org and check it out yourself, and you tell me, is this something that's okay with you? And if you're cool with it, and if so, why? Until next time, peace.